it scared the heck out of me. In fact, I jump and move around like a little girl running away like, oh my God. When I looked at the video, I was surprised to find, that thing on the video. And it's interesting because the skeptics will say, they travel thousands of light years to come see us. Why would they look in your window? It's like, how the heck should I know? I don't know why. But when you do your research, you find out this happens all the time.
Yeah, no, I agree with that totally. I used to say, if aliens were travelling thousands of light years across the universe, why would they go cutting somebody's cornfield? It's crop circles in the UK. But we don't know, and that's the truth. We don't know why they come here. They're coming here to contact certain people. Certain people seem to have had lifelong experiences. Others seem to have been contacted later in life. Which brings me to the next question, really. Is this something that was a first-off experience when you went out with the camera that day, or had you had previous experiences before that?
As far as Boo in the window, I've had I had experiences before that. I had an abduction experience. That pretty much changed everything. Well, the UFO kind of changed a little bit, but I still blew it off as, it could be a military experiment, but the abduction experience I had really was, to me, earth-shaking. And it wasn't like the debunkers and the government, disinformation people will try to say, oh, it's sleep paralysis. That's just ludicrous. Sleep paralysis, number one, is very rare. It's almost like having narcolepsy. It's a disorder. Secondly, I was fully awake when it happened. And it doesn't explain things like how Biddy and Barney Hill got abducted while they were driving their car, how Travis Walton was abducted when he was logging in Snowflake, Arizona, how all these other people that get abducted while they're awake, how that happens. It can't. And we make this joke now every time we see something out of the normal. We say, oh, guess what? We're having a sleep paralysis episode.
This is the problem, you see. Scientists will always write off, and especially skeptical ones, skeptical and cynical, as I prefer to call them, will always write these things off as either sleep paralysis or something similar. And I've actually said to scientists on numerous occasions, why don't you, when you make a statement, say, as currently understood? Because tomorrow you're going to have to change what you say and take a step backwards. And it is starting to happen now. In the UK, we have some scientists really starting to work on this abduction phenomena, on the UFO thing, on the Matrix. And it's about time, because us old UFO and paranormal research has been sort of 10 years ahead of them for Christ knows how long. So perhaps they'll play catch-up eventually.
You're lucky, because the UK really seems like it's starting to open up. I wish that was happening here. For whatever reason, they're trying to subdue this. I mean, I've been beat up because of this. I've got a bullet hole in my windshield. I've been shot at. And there's an effort to keep it quiet here. Why? To me, I think it's because they're afraid of losing power. Maybe it's the oil companies are afraid that we'll find out about this new energy, free energy that they have. There's got to be a reason. And I can tell you, if we don't shift our paradigm soon, we're all going to perish. We have to.
I think you could be right, unfortunately. What does the future hold for Stan Romanek now?
My story's just getting bigger now. It's getting worldwide. I have a best-selling book, at least in the United States. I'm now fairly popular in the UK, Japan, Mexico, Italy, stuff like that. I'm writing my second book, and now there's going to be a feature film about my story.
Cool. Stan, thanks for taking the time to talk to us today. It's been a delight talking to you.
I've appreciated it. Thank you.